You know the feeling. Your PC starts acting up, glitching, crashing, or just slowing down for what seems like no reason at all. It is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating things ever. Well, today, we're going to get to the bottom of this, and I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. So, are you in the middle of a big project and poof, your Wi-Fi just vanishes? Or maybe your screen is doing that weird, flashy, flickering thing? Believe me, these aren't just random annoyances. They're all symptoms of one single hidden problem that's actually surprisingly easy to solve. So, what is this secret villain? It's a little piece of software called a driver. The easiest way to think about it is like a translator. See, your operating system, like Windows, speaks one language, and your graphics card speaks a completely different one. The driver is what lets them talk to each other. But when that translator gets confused or starts making mistakes, well, that's when you get total chaos.
And that really brings us to the core of the issue. A lot of the time, it's not some massive hardware failure that's causing all your headaches. Nope, it's something much, much smaller.
That's right. The problem usually isn't that your super expensive graphics card is broken. It's that its driver, that tiny little bit of code, has gotten corrupted, or it's out of date, or it's just gotten, well, lost. It starts sending all the wrong signals, and that's what causes all those glitches and crashes you've been seeing.
But here is the good news. You can get that driver back on track, and you can do it yourself. We are going to walk through a super clear 3-step plan to troubleshoot and fix these issues for good.
Okay, so first we'll start with a basic checkup, using a tool that's already on your PC. Then I'll show you how to undo a bad update that might be causing the trouble. And finally, for those really stubborn screen flickers, we're going to perform what's called a clean installation. So let's dive into step 1. First up, the audit. Go ahead and right-click your Start button and open up the Device Manager. Think of this as the command center for all your hardware. And you know what? Windows kind of does half the work for you. If you see any of those little yellow exclamation marks, that is your PC screaming, "Hey, the problem is right here!" Your first move should be to just right-click it and try a simple Update driver. Now, you might think hitting Update is always the answer. But hold on. It's really important to know the difference here. You want to update when a device already has that little error symbol. But you want to roll back when everything was working just fine until you did a recent update. Rolling back just takes you back to the last version that actually worked. And it's super easy to do. You just find that device again in the Device Manager, go into its properties, click on the Driver tab, and you'll see the Roll Back Driver button right there. Just remember, the newest, latest driver isn't always the best one. Sometimes going back to what you know works is the smartest play.
Okay, but what if you're dealing with screen flickering or your games are lagging? It's time for step 3, and this one is all about your graphics card. You're going to go straight to the source, the manufacturer's website, so Intel, AMD, or NVIDIA. Download their latest driver, and when you're installing it, keep an eye out for a little checkbox that says, "Perform a clean installation." Ticking that box is the magic wand. It wipes out all the old, corrupted files that are usually causing those visual bugs.
Now look, these 3 steps solve a huge number of driver problems. But let's be honest, sometimes this stuff gets tricky, and maybe you don't feel totally comfortable digging around in your system settings. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. It's true. Driver issues can be a real minefield, and if you accidentally install the wrong one, you can actually make things a whole lot worse. So if you've tried these steps and you're still stuck, or maybe you'd just rather an expert handle it from the get-go, there is another option. One of those options is a remote IT support service like Solvitron Technologies. They live and breathe these exact kinds of problems, and they've got a killer track record, fixing over 95% of issues on the very first try. And they're not just a small local shop. They're a trusted global service, helping people out remotely in countries all over the world, including Australia, the US, Canada, India, and the UK.
What's really cool is how transparent the whole process is. You actually watch them work on your screen in real time. And, crucially, if for some reason they can't fix the problem, you don't get charged. It's completely risk-free.
So if you're ready to just hand the problem over to the pros and get your PC back to running smoothly and quickly, here's how you can get in touch with them.
All their contact info's right here. They've got a support portal, a website. You can even hit them up on WhatsApp or just give them a call. And since it's a global service, help is pretty much always available, no matter where you are.
So whether you decide to tackle this yourself with our 3-step guide, or you call in the experts for a hand, the goal is exactly the same. Don't let a faulty driver slow you down.
You now have the tools to get your PC running the way it was always meant to.